Happy Friday, everybody. 29th day of March, 2019, the last Friday. As a matter of fact, in the month of March, the last Friday of the first quarter. We're almost done with that for those people who go by the quarter system. Most businesses do. That means Monday is April 1st, April Fool's Day. Every day around here is a Fool's Day because I'm a fool and I host a television show, but my coworkers are used to that. This is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Friday edition. I'm Dan Kuntz. You know what Fridays are all about around here. You know, we put together a 5-star show. It's the only day of the week when we promise you a 5-star show or double your television viewing pleasure back. That's the kind of folks we are around here. Good show for you. Busy show. Lots of news. Lots of sports to get to. Speaking of sports, well, it was a day of winning. Yesterday, Gonzaga won, the Mariners won, the Skyhawks won, the Wenatchee Valley Thunder lacrosse team won. We got highlights from that, by the way. Our cameras were there last night at Leap Off the Field of the Apple Bowl. A lot of winning going on. It was pretty good stuff. Nice weekend. National Weather Service keeps changing their mind, but we got some good news. There's a little bitty high-pressure ridge that's going to build up. It's going to give us some sunshine for both Saturday and Sunday, and temperatures in the 60s. I can dig that. Second half of the program, it's another visit with Ramon Rivera, our second one of the week. I can't say no to that guy. I don't know why, but he brought along his friend Jose Hernandez from Los Angeles, California, talking again about the Mariachi Northwest Festival, which is all day today with the workshops for the kids, and then tonight the big concert at the Town Toyota Center. The Town Toyota Center has been just busy. They had Skyhawks football last night, then they turn around and they have to have the concert venue tonight for the Mariachi Northwest Festival, and they got to take all that out and put the hockey rink back in because the Wenatchee Wild and the Vernon Vipers will play Game 1 on Saturday night. We'll preview that series as well. Game 2 is on Sunday. So, without further ado, normally we show you our cameras around the valley, but they're not behaving well today. As you can see, we don't know what's going on there. That's not indicative of the weather outside, so it seems silly. Why would we take you around the valley with our high-definition cameras when they decided to take Friday off? So I know a lot of people love that, but there's nothing we can do about it right now, so we'll have to dispense with that. Sorry. And we'll just move right on to the weather forecast, which is fine with me because it looks pretty darn good from the National Weather Service. What are we looking at? We're looking at nice weather, dry, mild, sunny later on. Not today. It's going to be cloudy today. High of about 60 degrees. Not a lot of chance of rain. It was like a 10 or 20% chance of some light rain later on this afternoon. But that weak high pressure ridge that I talked about is going to start building up on Friday night. So partly cloudy tonight, 38 for the overnight low. How about 64 and sunshine on Saturday? Do you like that? Because that's what we got coming your way. In fact, I'm going to the golf course on Sunday. It's going to be partly sunny Sunday, kind of a little bit of this and a little bit of that. There's your... Apparently the weather forecast is on a diet. It's really trimmed down, hasn't it? It's looking good. So lots of sunshine Saturday, high of 64. Hope you can make that out. Partly sunny, partly cloudy, kind of a 50-50 mixed bag on Sunday at a high near 64. All next week, it's going to be kind of hit and miss. We'll have some clouds and some sun, but mostly cloudy skies for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Best chance of rain is going to be Monday night, and then again on Tuesday night with some intermittent showers here and there. Trying to make it wider. Let me see if I can do this. Apparently I can't. Anyway, no, the weather forecast is looking good. Again, Saturday and Sunday feel like sunshine. My guess is a lot of people are going to be doing a lot of yard work, getting all caught up after this cold and wet and just very strange winter. We're done with it. It's now spring, but the gardens are a little behind schedule with this beautiful weather both Saturday and Sunday. I think a lot of people will be doing that, or at least going out and enjoying the outdoors. It's overcast and 43 degrees outside of our studios in downtown Wenatchee. One more reminder before we take a break and get ready to do your newscast. Studded tires, you got to have them off. You got to 86 them by Sunday. They're not extending it this year because, of course, the passes are fine. The snow's gone. We're not really having any problems at all. No problems in the forecast. So the DOT does not and has not and will not extend the deadline to get the studs off. So if you have studded snow tires, your deadline to get them off is on Sunday, and on Monday, if you still got them on and they catch you, they'll write you a ticket, and it's a big ticket too. They don't want you going out damaging the roads with those studded tires when you don't need them anymore. And of course, how are you going to get those things off professionally by the local tire dealerships on a Sunday is beyond me. I would suggest doing it today. It is 5 minutes after the hour. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we got the news. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley live this morning from Studio 7 in downtown Wenatchee on the NCW Live channel.
Hello, my name is Nathan Schreiber. I'm a physician here at CVCH. My specialty is family medicine, which is a pretty general specialty where I get to treat all walks of life. You know, newborns, children, women, adults, elderly, everything in between. I have additional training in osteopathic manipulative treatment, OMT for short, where I use my hands to diagnose and treat musculoskeletal conditions which are causing pain and inflammation. I look forward to meeting you and being a part of your healthcare.
Dear Mary Maids, please clean the kitchen, and the cabinets, and floors, and the chairs. And I wish you could clean the dog. Colin is now feeding himself. Thanks, Megan.
Hi, Megan. No worries. We got it all cleaned up. Let's hope Colin gets past the spaghetti flinging stage soon. Till then, we've got you covered. See you next time, Mary Maids.
Welcome back. 7 minutes after the hour. It is 43 degrees, overcast skies. We're on our way to a high of about 60. Lots of clouds today. Sunshine, highs in the lower 60s on Saturday, and a few more clouds with highs in the lower 60s on Sunday. Here's what's making headlines. Kittitas County said goodbye yesterday to fallen Deputy Ryan Thompson. An overflow crowd estimated at over 4,000 filled Nicholson Pavilion on the campus of Central Washington University in Ellensburg for the memorial yesterday afternoon. The 42-year-old Thompson shot and killed after a traffic stop in Kittitas last week. He leaves behind a wife and 3 children. Deputy Thompson's family released a statement regarding the shooting and how grateful they are with the outpouring of love and support from across the state.
On behalf of Ryan's family and friends, we would like to thank the following people for helping my brother and our family in its time of need. Our gratitude goes out to the men and the women of Kittitas County Sheriff's Office, the City of Kittitas Police Department, the Central Washington University Police Department, the Ellensburg Police Department, the Cleveland Police Department, the Washington State Patrol, the Behind the Badge Foundation, the Kittitas Valley Fire and Rescue, and the Kittitas Valley Hospital. I would also like to thank the hundreds of law enforcement officers, emergency personnel from across the country for their support and prayers. Last but not least, we would like to thank the community for their outpouring of love and support for Ryan and his family. Ryan loved the Ellensburg area, and he was a humble and giving guy. Every sign on a business in Ryan's honor and personal story you have shared about Ryan's life and hugs shared with our family has meant the world to us and shows how much he was loved by his community. I have said it many times this week that words can't adequately describe our feeling of loss, and that is also true when I say words can't convey our family's appreciation for the community's response to this tragedy. Ryan would have been overwhelmed by the magnitude of your outpouring of love this past week. He would want us all to embrace life, smile more, and love and support each other. That's how Ryan lived every day. Thank you.
In other news on this Friday, the $4.6 billion capital budget proposed by the House this week includes $34 million for replacing Wells Hall on the campus of Wenatchee Valley College. Wells Hall was built in 1951, has numerous problems, including accessibility issues. Early estimates were for a $37 million replacement building that would require a local commitment of money. The proposed capital budget also includes $2 million for the Winthrop Public Library and $200,000 for the design of a substance abuse facility in Chelan County. 12th District Representative Mike Steele, who sits on the House Capital Budget Committee, said he is, quote, happy to see so many worthy projects, unquote, in the budget. Included in the House capital budget, $34 million for the replacement of Wells Hall at Wenatchee Valley College, $1.28 million for the TWISP Civic Building and Emergency Operations Center, $2 million for the Winthrop Library, $1 million for the Wenatchee Landing Sewer Extension, $400,000 for the Manson School District's early learning facilities, $200,000 for the design of a substance use disorder facility in Chelan County, $52,000 for Heritage Senior Housing, and $52,000 for revitalization of historic downtown Chelan. A radar station is known for bringing a unique vibe to the downtown Wenatchee corridors with his pop surrealistic art lining the walls. Radar has been the host of a lot of events, open mic nights, burlesque, drag shows, movie screenings. In our feature story this morning, we visit with owner Ron Evans to talk about the recent changes to his business.
My name is Ron Evans. I'm an artist, although I've been called much worse. I also own and run Radar Station Art Gallery, Art Lounge. It's gone through a lot of name changes, but it's basically a place where you can come get a drink and watch some entertainment, good music, kooky movies, and see robots and spaceships, although that's not exclusively what we feature here. And we do have publications to read. These are hot off the press. I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but things ain't looking so good for Mr. Roosevelt. I've been doing Radar Station for 4 years now. Started in my house as what it was originally going to be, my own gallery showing off my own art every 3 to 6 months whenever I had a new collection to show. And it immediately was successful. People came to it and they wanted more. They wanted more artists. So I started focusing on other artists and it became a monthly thing. I was having art shows in my house, which rapidly got out of hand. But I did that for 2 years. That was Radar Station. And at the same time, I started Radar Station magazine. And that was how I developed some trusting relationships with a lot of well-known nationally acclaimed artists. When I first moved into 115 South Wenatchee Ave, I rented the entire space. And it was a lot. It was a lot of space. I look back at some of those earlier images and there was a lot of art in here because I'd been doing Radar Station for 2 years, but it was a lot just to take care of, just the sweeping and the cobwebs. It's a lot of real estate for what I needed to do. My landlords, the Yennies, actually took over the main portion of the front gallery space. We put up a little movable wall. It's just a divider wall, but it's changed everything for the better because you now have this beautiful, open, pristine gallery. It's a quality gallery. I think the gallery that they have made, which is called Collapse Contemporary Art Gallery, I think it's one of the best places to hang in Wenatchee now, by far. And they've got some quality shows coming up, but what really has appealed to me about, and to a lot of the people that have been coming to Radar Station forever, is when you walk in, you get that experience like, what is this? It's just a little boutique thing, but something's happening back here. And you do this thing where you fade from the light into my dark cave of weirdness. And it's sort of this speakeasy vibe. Like it really is set up like a speakeasy now. It's like this little bar thing happening back here with B movies playing on the screen and, spaceshipy things and a stage. And maybe some stand-up comedy or a burlesque troupe happen, and it's all going on right behind this legitimate front. Splitting up the space, splitting up the costs has been huge for continuing the Radar Station train of weirdness. Radar Station never really worked as a boutique. Where it's blown up is utilizing it as an event space. So if you think about it more like you would the PAC or some of the local theater houses, if there's an event, we're open and we're serving booze and we're selling goods and we're watching movies or listening to good music or stand-up comedy. And when there's nothing going on, I'm closed working on the Comet magazine or Radar Station magazine somewhere else. We also have open mic every Thursday night unless there's an event, but I usually bump the events to a different day because the open mics have been really popular. Those alone have been paying my rent. It's really been good. I knew we'd have some good music and some poetry up there. The big surprise has been the quality of local comedians and how that plays in a crowd of 30 or 40 people. And a lot of these comedians, their very first performances ever was right there on world famous Reyna stage. So I'm pretty proud of that, how that's developed.
Good stuff, Ron. Keep up the good work. There's lots going on at Radar Station this weekend. There's lots going on everywhere this weekend and every Friday at this time. We hope you fill up your calendar. What's happening this weekend? I don't know, but Megan knows. Megan McPherson and Weekend Events.
Here's a look at what's on tap this weekend around the Wenatchee Valley. This Friday is the Mariachi Northwest Festival at 7 p.m. at the Town Toyota Center. The festival will feature Ana Barbara, Mariachi Reyna de Los Angeles, Mariachi Wenatchee, and Bailadores de Bronce. There will also be student workshops from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. The first ever book buzz is this Saturday from 10 a.m. to noon at Pybus Public Market. Come meet and visit with local authors. Join YWCA NCW on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Wenatchee Grocery Outlet and Plaza Superjet for their spring food drive. Help restock and replenish essential food items needed by homeless women and children in YWCA's housing programs. Check the aisles or grab a handout out front for specific items marked that are most needed in their pantry. For 20 years, Billy McLaughlin astounded audiences around the world with his complex and rhythmic music. In 2001, Billy was diagnosed with focal dystonia, an incurable neuromuscular disorder that rendered him unable to play his own music. By 2002, Billy McLaughlin's career was over. In 2006, Billy began a comeback. He was doing the unthinkable, relearning his songs one note at a time with his opposite hand. He is astounding audiences once again with both his story and his music, and will be performing at the Snowy Owl Theater in Leavenworth Saturday at 7 p.m. Get your tickets at icicle.org. And finally, the expansive Numerica Pack stage is turned into an intimate, energetic black box concert experience featuring Pickwick this Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Seattle-based quintet Pickwick splices soul into their stylized indie rock. Opening for Pickwick is Seattle soul singer, teacher, and actress Adra Boo. Get your tickets at numericapack.org. For more information on this weekend's events and others, visit the community calendar at ncwlife.com.
Thank you very much, Megan. And don't forget, wherever you go this weekend, you can take us along. We're portable. Yeah, we got a website, ncwlife.com. We live stream whatever we're doing over the weekend, and that's pretty cool. In fact, we also have a lot of our shows archived if you go to our website at ncwlife.com. Doesn't matter what it is. This show, the evening news, special events, sporting events. If we've done it, the odds are pretty good. You can find it and look at it again. Take a trip down memory lane by going to ncwlife.com, or just watch whatever's going on right now by clicking on the live stream. You can also use our website as a tool for you to get a hold of us. You can do that by just contacting us via our website. You can't miss the icon there. You can just send us an email, news at ncwlife.com. You can go to our Facebook page or our Twitter handle. Easy for me to say. You can pick up the telephone and give us a call. And don't forget the news with Grant Olson will come your way tonight at 5, 6, and 10. 5, 6, and 10 o'clock, the evening news with Grant Olson right here on the NCW Life Channel. A lot of winning going on yesterday for the local sports teams. Who won and how much and highlights and all that gooey good stuff. You're going to find out in a minute. You're watching Wake Up in Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life Channel.
Hey everyone, Fletcher and Amy Ellington here from Live It Up. In the investment world, ROI stands for Return on Investment. Well, how does better health, better wealth, and better relationships sound for ROI? Join us every week right here on NCW Life and learn how to invest in the most important asset, you.
We're going to answer your questions and provide some weekly inspiration so you can create a life that you love. Join us on Live It Up.
Walkabout Grill, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner in downtown Wenatchee and now downtown Leavenworth, where eating out is eating healthy.
Back out of the 20 minutes after the hour on this Friday. Let's do sports. The Gonzaga Bulldogs are in the Elite Eight. They took care of business last night, specifically Florida State. The final 72-58. Brandon Clark dominant once again inside for the Zags. He pulled down 12 rebounds, came up with 5 blocks, also 15 points. Rui Hachimura led 4 players in double figures for the Bulldogs. Are off to the Elite Eight for the 4th time in school history. They will face Texas Tech, who knocked Michigan out of the tournament by winning 63-44. Also last night, best game of the tournament, probably anyway. Purdue down Tennessee in overtime, 99-94. Oregon, they're done. They lost to Virginia 53-49. Coming up today, it is Michigan State and LSU on CBS. They started off at 4:09. Then North Carolina and Auburn at 4:29 on TBS. All eyes are really going to be on Duke. They're the favorite. They'll take on Virginia Tech. And finally, Kentucky and Houston at 6:57 on TBS. Hey, the Mariners were 3-0. First place of the American League West. They beat the defending world champion Boston Red Sox, 12-4 last night in their home opener. I like this. Tim Beckham treated Boston ace Chris Sale rather rudely. A couple of home runs in his first 2 at-bats. Domingo Santana went 3 for 5 with a home run. The Mariners, in fact, hit 5 home runs at T-Mobile Park yesterday evening. On the mound, former Apple Sox Marco Gonzalez got the win. He went 5 in the 3rd innings, allowed 4 runs, 9 hits, 4 strikeouts. They play again tonight. Seattle, 7:10. UC Kikuchi, I'll get that. Nathan Eovaldi will start for the Red Sox. The Wenatchee Valley Skyhawks even their record at 1-1 with the win over Reyna last night at the Town Toyota Center. Skyhawks raced out to a 28-6 lead early on, held on for the 35-21 victory. Not a big crowd at the Town Toyota Center, but despite the turnout, we hear it was a good brand of football, lots of interaction with the fans throughout the contest. Wenatchee Valley's off until next Sunday, April 6th, with a rematch against Reno, that one on the road. The Wenatchee Wild begin the Fred Page Cup semifinal series against Vernon tomorrow and Sunday at the Town Toyota Center. The voice of the Wild, Arch Ecker, was my guest on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley yesterday to preview the series. He says the Wild are going to really benefit from the tough and rough and tumble series they survived the previous round against Cowichan Valley.
It's going to be a great series. It's going to be real. And I'll tell you what, from our standpoint, maybe not so much for them because they didn't have to go through it, but this last round that we were in, and even the round before a little bit, but more so the round 2, I mean, it was jungle ball. Mm-hmm. It was jailhouse rules, and Coach Bliss called it roller derby a few times. And it was just, it was ridiculous actually at times. And it's going to be nice to get back and just play some hockey, which by and large, that's what you'll get from Vernon. They got a couple of guys that like to bang it around a little bit too, but we just faced a whole team full of those guys. So that's kind of like, it's a sigh of relief, I think, coming into this next series.
Yeah, looking forward to it. The puck drops at 7:05 tomorrow and 7:05 on Sunday. Tickets for just $10. Pretty good deal. Speaking of a pretty good deal, the Wenatchee Valley Thunder lacrosse team hosted Seattle last night, leave off the field at the Apple Bowl, and they came away with an 11-4 victory. A lot of players shared the load. 2 goals apiece by Mason Dahlbuck, Ben Higley, Tristan Plock, and Jake Reyna. Rod Higley and Todd Strahan were there with the play-by-play on the NCW Live channel. Here's your highlights.
Back down low to Ben Higley. He's looking for somebody. He's got Plock there. Over to Job. Job's going to shoot this one, and it's back of the net. So there you go with 5:53 in the first quarter. Wenatchee gets a tally. Luke Job with the shot. Got a little bit of a fast break. Got Tristan Plock over to Ben, and he holds it back and puts it in. Is it on the side of the net or in the back of the net? It's another goal. Tristan Plock to Ben Higley. And here we are, just like that, 5:14 in the first quarter, 2-0 Wenatchee. He's really stepped it up. He went to several camps this summer, I believe. Got a shot by Jake Reyna here with 12 seconds left in the first quarter, and he puts it in with his left hand. That's a man down goal for Wenatchee. He felt like he should pull that one back, which was probably a good move. Dahlbeck with some nice footwork back up top to Reyna, and he lets it rip and puts it in for his second goal. Working from X. He likes to roll out and just take this one into the net, and he does it again and puts it in the back of the net. And Tristan Plock puts the 5th goal on the board for Wenatchee. So great play by Josh Pichon there. Not only did he run down the ball, but as it was going out of bounds, he had the awareness to flick it back to Ben Higley, and Ben feeds it over to Tristan Plock, and just like that, we've got another goal. Levon to Ray, then back to Levon. Levon's got to move. He gets a shot off, and that's the first goal of the night for Sela.
And so the more you move the ball, the better chance that someone's going to get open and have a clean shot at the goal.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and there's a shot.
So Strom had his pass deflected, and it went right into Ben's stick, and Ben drops it. Ben Higley with the goal. That was meant for him. So I think Strom gets an assist on that. What do you think there, Todd?
I think he should get an assist.
And that's going to get to the goalie. So Sela will get another opportunity here with no time left on the clock. There's the horn, and it's all done. This one's in the books. Wenatchee wins by a score of 11-4.
I mean, yeah, it was a lot of 50-50 ground balls out there. Their guy did a great job, but, managed to change it up between Jake Strom and I, alternating back and forth, and managed to get the job done.
Looked like you guys kind of made some adjustments during the game. We were noticing that they were kind of getting their share for a while, then you guys turned it back around and started getting them back.
Yeah, I mean, basically he was preventing the pop forward, so we just switched it and worked on popping it backwards, getting possession to ourselves and our wings, and that seemed to be pretty effective.
Yeah, they were definitely tougher than we thought they were going to be. Like we were talking before the game, we kind of thought we were going to come in and just kind of handle it, and they definitely came out like they knew their stuff. They were handling it pretty well, and we kind of had to hustle a little bit more, pass a little bit crisper, kind of focus up and make up for that by the end of the game.
By the way, next week is spring break for the area schools. The Thunder are going to head on down to San Diego and play some high-quality soccer in the sun. Good for them. Let's go to the Les Schwab Prep Soccer scoreboard from yesterday. On the pitch, Cashmere topped Highland 3-1. Cascade shut out Chelan. Bridgeport got the better of Manson. This is the soccer schedule now for the weekend. Check it out today. In Big 9 play, Eastmont travels to West Valley. Wenatchee's at Sunnyside. They'll both start at 7. Tomorrow, Cashmere's at Tenasket at 11 a.m. Chelan hosts Natchez Valley at 1. We got baseball coming your way tonight on the NCW Live Channel. Wenatchee hosts West Valley doubleheader at Historic Recreation Park. The first game starts at 3 o'clock. Second game about 25 minutes after the first game. You can tune in for our coverage starting at 7 with Joel Norman providing the play-by-play. Also today, Eastmont is at Moses Lake for a couple of games starting at 3. Cashmere hosts Granite Falls, one game at 4:30. Tomorrow, doubleheader Saturday. Afraid is at Cashmere. Chelan hosts Cascade. Tenasket is at Manson. Waterville, Mansfield at Brewster. They all begin at 11 o'clock. Prep softball this weekend. And today, Eastmont hosts Moses Lake and at Twin Bill at 4 o'clock. Wenatchee's at West Valley for a couple of games. Tomorrow, you got Chelan hosting Cascade and a doubleheader. Brewster at Waterville, Mansfield. Manson hosts Tenasket. And finally, busy day at Eastmont High School. The Wildcats host their annual invitational track meet. There'll be running and relaying and throwing and jumping. It gets underway at 4 o'clock this afternoon. And those are just some of the games that people are playing on this Friday. It's 27 minutes after the hour. The obscure holiday of the day today is a very important one. It's National Vietnam War Veterans Day. It's a Veterans Day specifically set aside for the veterans of the Vietnam War. It was on March 29th. That's why they chose that day. That's when the last POWs, the last prisoners of war, were returned to the U.S. and all combat troops were withdrawn. It didn't become it was a state holiday, and about 40 states observed it one way or the other, and then that was all kind of codified a couple of years ago, and President Trump signed the Vietnam War Veterans Recognition Act, which made today officially March 29th. So you're supposed to fly the American flag, essentially, which is not a bad idea. The National Vietnam War Veterans Day is today. There you go. Let's do today in history. Happy birthday to Coca-Cola. That is John Pemberton. Out of this day back in 1886, 133 years ago, he brewed the first batch of Coca-Cola in his backyard in Atlanta. They don't make it in a backyard in Atlanta anymore. Pemberton claimed that Coca-Cola cured a lot of diseases, including morphine addiction, which is ironic because Coca-Cola used to have cocaine in it. Happy birthday, Coca-Cola, 133 years ago. What do we got next here? Oh, yes, this is interesting. The 23rd Amendment to the Constitution. This was kind of an oversight when it came time to writing the Constitution. As far as elections are concerned, the elections are run by the state. Even the federal, the registered voters in the states vote for the president and the vice president every 4 years. But the states run the elections, not the federal government. And of course, Washington, D.C. isn't a state. It's a federal enclave. And so the residents of Washington, D.C. for 164 years couldn't vote for the presidency. They finally thought, well, this is stupid. We're going to fix this. So they proposed the 23rd Amendment. It would just whip right on through. Didn't take very long at all. So it would allow the residents, the people who lived in Washington, D.C., to actually vote in presidential elections. Takes 38 states to ratify the Constitution. Kansas wanted to be the 38th state. They really did. It was their centennial that year, back in 1961. And so they said, we want to be the 38th state, but they needed the 37th state. And so they went to Ohio because they were ready to do it. And they said, Ohio, if you're 37, we'll be 38, and our 38 here in Kansas will put it over the top. And Ohio said, no, we want to be the 38th state. In comes New Hampshire, who just all of a sudden just passed it. And before you know it, they had a 37th state to do it. So then Kansas jumped on board, and they got to be the 38th state after all, thanks to New Hampshire. They had a rivalry on who was going to ratify the 23rd Amendment. Well, Kansas got what they wanted. It happened on the state 58 years ago today. And 35 years ago today, the Mayflower, that's the Coca-Cola thing. Sorry about that, Megan. I don't know how I threw that in there. There you go. Colts moved to Indianapolis. 15 Mayflower moving trucks showed up in the wee small hours of the morning outside the Baltimore Colts facility. They loaded up all the gear, and they moved to Tennessee. No, they moved to Indiana. the people in Baltimore still have never forgiven. Baltimore was a football town, you know, and then the Colts just up and left. They got the Ravens, but it just isn't the same. Let's do some birthdays at 30 after the hour. John Tyler, we always do presidential birthdays. There's John Tyler. The 10th president of the United States, was born in the state in 1790. Died in 1862 at the age of 71. He was the first president to become president on the death of his predecessor. William Henry Harrison died only a month into the job. So Tyler got the job, so he was the first to succeed to the presidency without being elected to the president. They didn't know what was going to happen here. There's a lot of constitutional uncertainty. What do we do now? Is he the acting president? What does he do? And he says, no, I'm the president. He moved into the White House. He took the oath of office. He assumed the full presidential powers, and that precedent was set. But this is the most amazing fact about John Tyler. Check this out. John Tyler had 14 children by 2 wives, and even though he died 157 years ago, he was born in 1790, he died 157 years ago, but 2 of his grandchildren are still alive. Wow. John Tyler, born in the state in 1790. Denton True Cy Young, born in this state in 1867, passed away at the age of 88 back in 1955. There's a reason that the award for the best pitcher in the American National League handed out each year is called the Cy Young Award. He won 511 games. Nobody's going to ever surpass that. He pitched 7,356 innings. Nobody's ever going to surpass that. He pitched 749 complete games. Nobody is ever going to complete that. And of course, he is in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Cy Young was born in the state in 1867. And Sam Walton would have been 101 years old today, the founder of Walmart and Sam's Club. There are, 1,700 and some odd Walmarts. They make about $50 billion a year. He did all right. Sam Walton did, born in the state in 1918. And before we take a break, one little reminder about Campbell's up there at beautiful Lake Chelan. Get up there and get it while the weather is good and before the tourists take over the town. I mean, nothing wrong with tourists, but by golly, Campbell's is ours as far as I'm concerned. It's the destination deal. Head on up to Campbell's. They have a locals discount. It starts at just $95 a night. $95 a night is the starting rate, but it's for locals only. That's for us. So this is the perfect time, springtime, to head on up to Campbell's and take advantage of that remarkable rate and the beautifulness that is Campbell's Resort. Just give Campbell's a call and ask about them. Tell them you're a local. They'll take care of you. All right. Everyone's entitled to Mike Minotti's opinion. And my conversation with Ramon and Jose, the Mariachi Northwest Festival. It's all coming up between now and 8 o'clock. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life Channel.
Highlander Grill and Golf Course is known as one of the finest wedding venues in the Wenatchee area. You do not have to be a member to come to Highlander. Highlander Golf Course offers a first-class backdrop for your wedding day. Our friendly professional staff will ensure your wedding and reception is picture perfect, from every moment leading up to the I do's to when the lights go down at the end of your reception. Hi, I'm Shalane, site coordinator for Highlander Grill. Give me a call to schedule your event today.
When you think of Doghouse Motorsports, you might think of motorcycles, but there's a lot more in this house. How about Honda power equipment? From snowblowers to lawnmowers to generators and even water pumps, Honda is the brand that sets the standards. Perhaps you need an ATV or UTV. The Doghouse has the largest selection anywhere. Did we mention watercraft and snowmobiles? And of course, we have motorcycles too. Back it up with terrific customer service and you have Wenatchee's best motorsports store 5 years running. Isn't it time for you to be in the Doghouse?
Hi, I'm Cordell Schroeder, owner of East Wenatchee Mobile Storage.
If you're thinking about making a move anytime soon, check out the East Wenatchee Mini Storage brand new mobile storage service. They drop it off at your location, you pack it, and they pick it up and store it in their protected warehouse at East Wenatchee for as long as you need. When you're ready, they'll drop it off at your new home or office. East Wenatchee Mini Storage is excited to offer this brand new service to our region.
Call 509-884-8643 or find us on the web at ewministorage.com.
Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house, featuring great family dining in downtown Chelan. We've got burgers, pub fare, and the best barbecue around. Try one of our award-winning sauces made fresh here in-house. So grab the whole gang and come on down. Stormy Mountain Brewing. Beer, barbecue, friends, and beer.
Arctic Refrigeration and Heating, serving North Central Washington, is proud to offer the finest heating and cooling air quality products along with prompt and professional customer service since 1984. Regardless of the temperature outside, Arctic is here for you. Arctic offers a variety of services: residential and commercial heating, air conditioning, commercial refrigeration, as well as planned fall and spring maintenance for the overall well-being of your system. Call Arctic Refrigeration and Heating for your heating and cooling needs.
Hey, this is Mike Mad Dog Magnotti, and everybody is entitled to my opinion. Now, many American Christians want a Christian president, one who honors God, prays, seeks divine wisdom, doesn't sleep with prostitutes maybe. Now, I'm all for that too, but we have to understand there are things about leading this country and adhering to the oath of office that don't exactly jive with what Jesus taught us. Now, seriously, when 9/11 happened, did you really want George W. Bush to go to Osama bin Laden and turn the other cheek? Being an American and swearing to defend the Constitution are not mutually compatible with Christianity. Sorry, they're just not. Now, interestingly, we had a president some years ago, a very devout man whose life exemplified his Christian values as much as any of ours do, I guess. And this president even continued to teach a Sunday school class while he was in office. Despite this, many right-wing Christians really didn't like him. Yeah, Jimmy Carter, go figure. This is Mike Mad Dog Magnotti, and that's my opinion.
Hi, I'm Clayton Walker, General Manager at Town Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Wenatchee, and I'd like to invite everyone to the dealership to see how easy it is to buy your next new or pre-owned vehicle at your local dealership.
And I'm Mick Fabian, General Sales Manager, and we currently have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot to choose from, including the 2019 Motor Trend Truck and SUV of the Year.
So come on down to town and let us earn your business in 2019 at 1001 North Miller Street in Wenatchee.
When you have to get there on time and looking good, call Fast, Friendly, Reliable AC Checker, 663-TAXI. Available 24/7, AC Checker Taxi has the industry's only on-time or it's free guarantee for your pre-booked call. Some conditions apply. Call 663-8294. AC Checker, 663-TAXI. Schedule your ride ASAP or book up to a year in advance online at azchecker.com. American Classic Checker Taxi, 663-TAXI. That's 663-8294.
When it comes to real estate, our professional real estate agents come alongside you to help navigate the process of buying or selling a home. At August Edge, we want to free you from the hassles of buying and selling processes and complexities. At August Edge Real Estate, our professional, dedicated brokers will help you with all the complexities of buying and selling real estate. From start to finish, we've got the edge on real estate. August Edge Real Estate.
The Cottage Inn has been a Wenatchee Valley landmark since 1940, making it one of the longest-running locally owned restaurants around. And it's better than ever. Steak, seafood, and their famous homemade desserts for dinner, wonderful lunch items, and breakfast on Sundays, all made from scratch and at an affordable price. It's no wonder the Cottage Inn has been so popular for over 75 years. Enjoy a fabulous meal today at the Cottage Inn on Easy Street in Old Station. Welcome back to Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It started 15, 16 years ago. It's just a small little gathering as the Mariachi community and the Mariachi Huenachi began to grow and become more and more popular. It became a bigger and bigger event. It got so big it outgrew its original digs at the Wenatchee High School Auditorium. It's moved on to the Town Toyota Center. It is the event of the weekend. It is tonight, the Mariachi Festival. And of course, you know the guy to my immediate left, Ramon Rivera, is that correct?
I think you said it correctly. It was so awesome.
Thank you very much.
No errors.
And
you got your boletos, right?
Yes. I know Spanish for tickets.
Yes,
I do. So I know two Spanish words, cerveza and boleto.
Oh yeah,
I got them down.
That's all you need.
This guy, you want to do the honors of introducing Jose?
Well, we are very honored and lucky to have Jose Hernandez, who's been doing mariachi. He was part of the first Mariachi Festival 21 years ago. So when Mark Fogelquist brought Sol de Mexico, they were in the Apple Blossom Parade, and they're the ones who actually started this festival. And we're so honored to have Jose. He brought his Mariachi Sol de Mexico the last 2 years, and this year he's bringing his female group, which is Mariachi Reyna, on there. Jose has recorded with the best, Vicky Carr, Linda Ronstadt. He was nominated for American and Latin Grammy this year, and his album, both of his female group, Reyna's, came out with a new album by the Smithsonian, and also he had a new album last year. So it's just a very honor to have him in our presence in Wenatchee.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back to the big city. Why do you keep coming back, Jose? Something must be, besides Ramon's award-winning personality, something is driving you to come back to Wenatchee on a regular basis and teach these kids and participate. What is it?
Besides coming and having the opportunity to say hello to Ramon and being able to work with the kids, it's really awesome for me. I mean, I've seen the growth of this festival in the community, the mariachi community, since about 21 years ago when we came for that first time, with Mark Fogelquist. For me, it's great, to get out of the zoo over there, in California, you're in LA, it's just crazy, and you come here to Wenatchee, and you just feel the energy, of your surroundings. I love it.
You're a trumpet player and a darn good one, right? That's my understanding.
Yeah, so they say.
Just I'll troll Sandoval, and who is your friend you were telling me? Wynton Marsalis is a fan of his music.
I was telling him that the other day. Wynton messaged me. He sent me a text message. He goes, I gotta meet you. I go, are you kidding me? I gotta meet you. We've been talking to each other. Right now he's on a world tour, but I think we might be doing something.
That would be fantastic.
Soon,
That would be. Maybe I can get him on the show.
Well, I would love it.
The music. We were talking yesterday. I tell him, man, music is truly universal. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. If the music is good, right? If the music is good, people are going to respond to it. I think what was it? I think it was 2003, 2004. We were in North Korea, in Pyongyang, doing 4 nights, four concerts, and they had musicians from all over the world. And Sol, my group, would close every night, and what they would, people would say, "What is it about Mexican music that when you guys interpret, like we could really feel your phrasing? We don't understand the words, but the music." I go, "Well, the music, is from the heart. It's really passionate."
Yes.
So. I think when it's played properly, when it's interpreted the right way, you can't miss it. And we were just talking about Vicky Carr, right?
Yeah. I love Vicky Carr.
Vicky is I think, personally, after Judy Garland, those pipes at Vicky, wow, Vicky really, really belted out the song, and her interpretation too. I asked her once, I go, Vicky, when you used to sing and then you would cry, I go, is that like acting or is that? He goes, no, Jose. I remember as a little girl, my father used to take me to the $1 Million Theater in Los Angeles, and we would see this redheaded singer from Mexico. I go, that's Amalia Mendoza. She used to cry. I go, well, that's what she was known for, crying. She goes, it used to touch me so much. And I don't know why, but my dad used to tell me, you see what she does when she tells a story? That's what, when you sing, you have to give that. She says that she learned that from a mariachi singer. Wow. It's the music, that's why I guess it makes it so universal.
Yeah. And it's also fun.
Yes. It's so much fun.
It's fun. It's fun to listen. I don't understand the words. I don't care. I'm enjoying myself anyway.
And we have a lot of people that don't speak Spanish and come. I tell everybody, mariachi music's for everyone. And that's why Jose has taken his band all over, the world, because they love it. They loved you in North Korea. They probably didn't understand the word, right?
But you know what? Talking about fun, Ana Barbara, her music, she brings in this almost like a dance kind of thing to mariachi music. And, some of the hits that she's had through the years, through her career. And you don't even have to understand Spanish to really, really enjoy the music. So the show that she's prepared with Mariachi Reyna de Los Angeles is going to be really, really fun for the audience.
That's going to be the headliner tonight at the Town Toyota Center. Later on today, actually beginning at 9 o'clock, it's as we talked before, Ramon. It's the workshops and everything, and that's when the meat really meets the potatoes, because this is when these kids get to sit down and work with talent like Jose and really get to know their instrument.
Well, that's the reason why we do this, is to I mean, this whole festival, it's nice to have Anna, it's nice to have Reyna's, but the whole thing is for the kids. We're giving away scholarships. We give $24,000 in scholarships. We're giving away instruments. We're giving away, but the whole purpose is for the students to work one-on-one with Mariachi Reyna's and with Maestro Jose Hernandez, because they're our future. They're our future, and there's no without our music education programs, we don't have people like Jose. And Jose is a big supporter of music education.
And you know, honestly, I mean, in this country, I mean, I'm still, you know, from that generation that, I mean, I came to the United States at the age of 4, and my father taught me, you know, hey, you know, we're guests, we're coming here, and we're gonna work hard, you know. We're not takers, we're givers. You know, we want to be good citizens. We want to help others. We get the opportunity to bless others. That's a whole thing. I mean, I think when we come and we work with kids, you know, we want to make good citizens of them and say, you know what, you're gonna be successful, and one day you're gonna be able to bless others. And everything goes back, you know. Thank God, you know, for music, you know, because then mariachi music, you know, has taken me to many places, and to see what's happening here in Wenatchee, you know, and how you're spearheading the whole program and everything like that. And you guys come together, you guys are promoting the event. It makes me so happy, you know, to see that mariachi music lives on here in Wenatchee.
We have a video we're going to air. It is it's your group. It's the female group that's going to be playing. It's help me out, Ramon.
Mariachi Reynas de Los Angeles.
You can roll the R's. Huh?
He likes to roll the R's. He only knows boletos. That's it.
Boletos.
And La Fuente. And,
Let's. We're going to roll about 2 minutes of this video. You folks at home. First of all, you two just use the monitor here. You folks at home use your televisions.
Jose, why don't you tell them about the new song that you recorded in East LA?
Yeah, what video are we going to show?
It's a video that was just filmed for Mariachi Reyna de Los Angeles. They're the pioneers of females in mariachi music. You know, so they are. Their story has been documented for the archives at Smithsonian Institute. This is an album for them called El Pitallero. It's a very traditional Mexican son jalisciense.
Let's take a look.
Sí, señor. Soy pitallero, señores, que ahora acabo de llegar. Vengo de cortar pitayas, cuerita, comenzando a madurar. Soy pitallero, señores, que ahora acabo de llegar. Vengo de cortar pitayas, güerita, comenzando a madurar. Ándale, güerita, vámonos al organal. A cortar pitayas, comenzando a madurar. Ándale, güerita, vámonos al organal. A cortar pitayas, comenzando a madurar.
Eso, muchachas, tóquenle como allá en Pueblo Nuevo, sí, señor.
Fascinating stuff there. Ramon actually brought 2 videos. We don't have enough time to show both of them. The other one is Anna Barbera's video, and she's a stunningly attractive woman. Let me say that right off the top. And we talked about before we began taping, if she was just walking down the street here in Wenatchee, she would be mobbed with fans. She's huge.
Yes, we take her anywhere. It's like Anna Barbara is here. We better. I have to. I've been really strict on security and making sure her schedule's pretty tight, and that I had to tell everyone. I said no friends, no family. Everything has to go through me. So it's just really exciting to have her in our community. This is the first time she's here, and she's going on a world tour, starting in April. and there's no Pacific Northwest date, so this is your chance to meet her and hear her perform.
And there's people coming from all over the state to see this show.
We sold a lot of tickets from Seattle.
Good.
A lot of tickets. I was on Univision Seattle last week, and they got tons of calls from Seattle. So people are coming. I think they're going to spend one day here in Wenatchee, and the next day in Leavenworth. That's what some of the
There
Seattle
you go.
people. So why not, right?
There you
It's beautiful.
go. Student workshops go on from 9 to 2. We've talked about that with a couple of students. Then everybody gets to get a little breather. And then it's the big show. Walk me through the big show tonight, the actual concert at 7 o'clock.
So
who plays when and what happens?
So at 7 o'clock, we're going to begin with the scholarships. We want to thank our sponsor, Central Washington University. It's going to give away $20,000 in scholarships. Some lucky kids tonight are going to get some major scholarships. And also after that, we're going to have our world famous Mariachi Wenatchee. And then we're going to have the dance group called Bailadores de Bronce. They're a folkloric group from Seattle, professional group. And then Jose takes the show. Jose has his group, Mariachi Reynas, and then Ana Barbara's going to come. And then we do and Ana Barbara's going to sing her hit songs. She has, tons of hit songs. And I know the crowd is going to go crazy for her. And then at the end, what's really cool is all the groups come and play El Son de la Negra, which is our, every mariachi show ends with it. I mean, it's like, the choir when they end with the Hallelujah chorus every year. It's the same thing. Everyone comes together for Son de la Negra, and everyone stands up and cheers.
Well,
once they hear the
if
song.
you go to the show, you're gonna see when Ana gets on stage how stunning she is. You know, when she was I think 17 or 18, she was Miss San Luis Potosí, where she's from, Mexico. She was the queen there. She became a huge star in Mexico City. Then throughout all of Mexico, Latin America, then the United States. She's had an amazing career, and she grew up listening to mariachi music, She just ended up becoming very popular in sort of dance cumbia music, and she started shifting it to sort of a combination of both genres, but she's, I think, one of the greatest vocalists that we have right now in Mexico. She is a true singer. People say, oh, she's pretty.
Yeah.
No, she's got pipes.
Yeah.
She's got pipes. People are going to enjoy her.
I can't wait. People are going to get $30 for their entertainment,
Well,
aren't they?
yeah, $30 is,
man.
but
That's a deal.
they have to buy pre-sale, $35 at the door.
Right.
So I tell them to buy it now,
And if
tickets are selling fast.
If you buy at the door, you're taking a chance you're not getting in, because if this place sells out, you're going to go up to the box office, 2 tickets, they say, sorry, no more.
Pre-sale is doing really, really good. I got a call last night, and it was, they said they're happy. Town Toyota Center's happy, and I'm glad that we have this event.
Jose, does the Wenatchee Valley Mariachi, they got talent or you wouldn't be coming back. I mean,
definitely, and it's growing.
Yeah.
I mean, it is growing. I can't believe, the growth, a lot has to do with you, senor, so your promotion, and also, you guys getting the word out, but having close to 500 kids, that's major. I think one of the biggest festivals that I go teach at sometimes is either Tucson or Albuquerque, and they're at about 600, 700. These are bigger cities, And for him, he says he could have had 800. He just didn't know where to fit.
Well, we use every inch of the arena.
We take over the whole
and
thing.
there was 500. Right now, it's 530 students signed up for the workshops. And then Jose has to teach them all. I don't know how, but he does. I don't know.
And for pesos, he's playing me in pesos.
That's one thing. We need to mention this, as we mentioned before. Jose is a trumpet player and a damn good one. So you'll be handling some of the trumpet workshops. What are some of the other teachers and some of the other breakout
Why
sessions?
don't you tell Maestro what are the different workshops that you
Well,
have?
there are different levels, right? So we have, beginning, intermediate, and advanced violin, teachers. Also, same thing for guitar. And for the vihuela, which is a smaller size guitar, it's the inversions of the strings are a little higher, and the guitarrón also the bass, and for trumpets it's the same. And we also have the vocal, right? Vocal teachers. We sort of cover everything, when it comes to the ensemble, the actual mariachi ensemble, the instrumentation. So it's to see so much talent there, man. I tell you, once in a while you come across these kids that are 10, 11, 12 years old, and with these amazing voices,
We're almost out of time. I got to ask you this question, Jose, because you've done these workshops and these things for a long time. What's it like from a teaching perspective when the student the epiphany comes for the student. They got it. Oh my goodness, I finally hit that note I can never hit, and I can sustain it, and I can go up and down the scales, and I think I'm really learning my trumpet now, and I'm really. What's that like from a teaching standpoint when you see an 11 and 12-year-old kid who's picking up a trumpet?
It's a home
and
run.
he gets it?
It's a home run. It's a home run because what we try as teachers, we try to motivate them to want to build a passion inside them. To want to fight for that high note, right? Or to maybe do their first vibrato, the lip vibrato with the trumpet, right? Yeah. It's just an awesome feeling.
Yeah,
There's nothing like it.
You can see the passion comes through. It obviously comes through. One last item of business. Ramon now gets to pitch his product. Do your thing, Ramon.
So tonight, Town Toyota Center. Mariachi.
We can go now.
I know, Mariachi.
Yeah, we can leave, Jose.
Mariachi Huenachi, Mariachi Reyna de Los Angeles, Bailadores de Bronce, Anna Barbara. You're going to not miss it. Get your tickets online at Town Toyota Center. At the box office, $30, or Ariana's Bakery. We are really excited. We're going to have Maestro Jose Hernandez going to be leading it all. It's a great community event. We have we have a lot of vendors there. We have a lot of nonprofits. There's 30 nonprofit tables in there. So come and see us. During the day, you can come and see the workshops from 9 to 2. Come and see. Anna's can also be making an appearance for the kids during the workshop. So that's great. I can't wait for the kids are so excited to meet her.
Jose, it's nice meeting you. Keep an eye on this guy.
I will.
Here's an idea. When you have to spend a lot of time with Ramon, stay in the eye of the hurricane. That's where it's at the calmest. Because once you get on that outside, you're just blown away. You're just blown away. Ramon, it's great to see you, my friend.
Thank you.
Have fun tonight.
Well, tonight, Viva Mariachi.
There you go.
There we go.
You're watching Wake Up in Wenatchee Valley. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Attention, attention, Wenatchee Valley. Collins BOGO sale is here. Yahoo! It's our annual buy one red tag sale clothing item and get one free. That's right, buy one, get one free on all our red tag clothing items. We have vests, sweaters, jackets, tees, blouses, dresses, leggings, slacks, jeans, pajamas, etc., etc. Wonderful quality at fantastic prices. Come in and see our new spring goodies too. All at Collins BOGO sale, where fun meets fashion in downtown Wenatchee.
Choose the pros, Alignment Pros. When your vehicle needs brakes, shocks, struts, or alignment, choose the experts in their field. Alignment Pros and Express Lube with a 5-star rating. The work they perform on your vehicle is as impeccable as their shop. With state-of-the-art equipment, Alignment Pros can handle all large or small vehicles, specialty cars, lifted or lowered. Alignment Pros does them all. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
Where will you be a year from now? You could be working as a medical assistant. The Charter College Medical Assistant Certificate Program gets you work ready in 10 months. Add 5 more months to earn an associate degree. We prepare you with hands-on training and support you after graduation with job search help and interview skills. Institutionally accredited by the Accrediting Bureau of Health Education Schools, Charter has been training healthcare professionals for more than 30 years. Charter College. We work to get you to work.
RLS Productions is proud to bring to the NCW Life Channel the Concerts in the Gardens Summer Series held at Omi Gardens. The series features performances from Rare Earth's Peter Rivera, Heart by Heart, Two Slim and the Tail Draggers, The Infinity Project, the Wenatchee Swingin' Big Band, and a whole host of other great acts. Tune in Wednesdays at 1:30 and 7 p.m. and Fridays and Saturdays at 10:30 a.m. and 9 p.m. RLS Productions Concerts in the Gardens Summer Series, only on the NCW Life Channel.
Welcome back. Man, am I glad it's Friday. We promised you 5-star shows on Friday, and outside of Ramon and Jose, who did their part, you ever get the feeling that the world is a black dinner tuxedo and you're a pair of brown shoes? That's how today is going so far. But at least the weather's looking good. Once we get through today, it's going to be cloudy today. A light raindrop this afternoon is possible. I wouldn't bet on it. High today of about 60 degrees. But there's a weak little high-pressure ridge. It's not going to be around very long, but it's going to give us some pretty nice weather over the weekend. Lots of sunshine on Saturday and a high of 64. Then a mixture of clouds and sun. We'll call it partly cloudy, partly sunny, whichever you want to go on Sunday. And again, a high of 64. So we're going to top off at 64 on Saturday and 64 on Sunday. Most of the next week, which is spring break for all the area schools looks pretty cloudy and a little rainy and a little unsettled. Don't shoot the messenger. Everybody have a great weekend, provided this show isn't canceled. We'll see you Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.